Hey everybody, welcome back to Lunchtime with A Silverfang. I am your host, as always, A Silverfang. And yes, you are going to be watching the struggles of me setting up this game again, because this game always wants to fight me when starting it. But the trick to it is you do this, and you do this, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go. It's all done. That's all she wrote. It's easy as pie. Anyway, we're back with The Wolf Among Us. And we are going to be finishing The Wolf Among Us. Don't worry. I know that it's going to be ending around noonish. But I have another game planned for after this. So I will be picking up the stream immediately after, if you stick with me. So it's going to be 2 streams today. 2 admittedly shorter streams, but still 2 streams. And I am not afraid of crossing the streams. Anyway, today we are going to be finishing this up with Cry Wolf, episode 5. Excited? I know I am.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The Strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
Yep.
We're destroying the tree.
No.
No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you? After everything we fucking been through, you don't have the nerve to give me a straight answer.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
All right. That was previously on. I don't know why it didn't include my really cool ending of with my lighter. Still enjoy that opening. It's just such a calm, close to the vest opening. Oh, you see that?
Tired.
That was his story, his poem, right on the stained glass.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Sheriff. Relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, It's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin. Well, gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
I know you did it.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I wish you had me dead to rights. I really do, for your own sake. But no, I didn't kill anyone. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
I don't like this guy.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'd be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look,
Yeah.
the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So...
There we go,
let's
here's
work
how you do
something
it.
out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
This is why you talk to them like this. Georgie practically comes out and says he was ordered to do it by the Crooked Man.
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And
You
then
told me
attempt to
kill him.
blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This
See what I
right
mean?
bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms?
This is what I mean. The Crooked Man is crooked.
You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people?
You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Just
are
get the
after?
fuck out of here!
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying? Yeah, what the fuck?
I forgot about this. Do I grab one of them? I forgot about this entirely. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Do I want to do one or the other? Oh. It's a lie and doesn't matter. I'll start with Georgie.
You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I told you! I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go!
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Ow, ow. No! Press A to hit now. There goes the stained glass window.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Oh.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you.
No, 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 no. Ha I'll be taking you with me, Georgie. Or I'll be stabbing you.
Oh God.
You came at me with a knife. That's your own fault.
This way.
There, stay down.
Come on.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Here we go! Car chase! No! Press A to lift the car! Ah, man, stupid piece of junk fell apart. Whoa! Yep, no one's gonna notice this. No one notices this. Big B! You can't escape from the big bad wolf.
Fuck! What was that? Take him off!
I can't.
Ah! Ow!
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Alright. How do I stop my car?
Come on.
I guess I should have assumed he'd be coming back here. I suppose I didn't need to be chasing them the entire way here. Of course he was going to come back to the pudding and pie. All right then.
We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Shit.
Little Porgy,
Hello,
little
Big
Porgy, let me come in.
I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say goodbyes first.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You're gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then? You
didn't mean-
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look, I'm
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
Never said the job was done. Job's half done. I got you. The lackey who pulled the trigger. Now I gotta get your boss. The one who gave the order.
What was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, so you've been helping this asshole? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Dude!
Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Just... Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh. Fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the Crooked Man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good.
Why will Georgie remember that? Georgie's dying.
Alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with. I'm not sticking around for much longer.
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know.
Huh. I don't know which of these is worse or better. Is there a worse or a better? I mean, he just sort of... dies. Looks like. Well, this wasn't helpful. Just says it's a more important decision. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see what the others did, shall we? I'm seeing some people mercy killed him. But why? Okay, Mercy killed him because took pity on him. Walked away, didn't have long anyway. Let him suffer because he thought he would live. Mercy killed Georgie. Let him suffer. I'm seeing a pretty even split. Paragon playthrough. Let him suffer. Renegade playthrough. Stepped on his wound and then finished him off.
What I did. What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I won't be a killer, Georgie.
You selfish bastard. Fuck you! Shit.
I'm not your executioner. I mean, Vivian was basically tired of her story. Dang. So yeah, Vivian killed herself because she was just tired of her story. But Georgie died because of his wounds from the scuffle. Here we are at the Metalworks. What's in here?
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Okay. Nothing out here. Okay. I guess I'm entering the door.
Of course.
Or I'm not. Nope, I still am. Think locking the door's enough for me? There's the packages.
So this is where they've been sending these.
That was a weird shadow effect.
Biggie Wolf.
The big bad wolf.
That's my name. Oh.
You used to be something.
I still am. Oh, you've been stalking me. Got it. Your power's professional stalker.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
That's the wheel torture device. The Catherine wheel, that's what it is. Oh, no. Oh, great. Silver bullets. This is where they make the silver bullets.
The big bad wolf.
Whoa.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
Didn't she teach you?
Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on!
Ow. Ow.
Best you can
Ow. No. Punch! Okay, we now get to fight a reflection. Before they get started, since everything's tense, let's do some reading. That feels like a good time to read. Right now. Vivian's story, The Girl with the Ribbon. Vivian was the very first to bear the curse of the purple ribbon. Removing the ribbon would result in death, and any attempt to talk about it was thwarted by the spell upon it. As time went on, she tried to live a normal life. Eventually, she married a nice man, but he was constantly wondering about the ribbon around her neck. Despite her pleas for him to leave it alone, one night, while she was sleeping, he attempted to remove it. As he pulled on the edge of the string, Vivian woke and saw what her husband was doing. In a panic, she pulled away, preventing the ribbon's knot from being undone. Furious, she tried to express the severity of his actions, but her husband was unable to understand. She realized that she couldn't trust him, and decided to leave. She lived alone for the rest of her days in the homelands, preferring the safety of isolation to the risk of another betrayal. I think in the actual story, he does remove it while she sleeps, and her head comes off. You know, children's stories. The Pudding and Pie, Vivian and Georgie's place. Vivian and Georgie met during the exodus from the homelands, and they helped each other survive the long journey to the mundane world. Upon their arrival, however, they found it hard to make a decent living. With what little money they had, they opened the Pudding and Pie. Operating a strip club may not have been the most desirable occupation, but they figured it was better to be in charge of a place like this than be forced through desperation to work at one. The Winter Wolf, Bigby's mother. Bigby's mother, Winter, fell in love with the North Wind and bore him 7 wolf cubs. But he quickly grew tired of her and left Winter. Heartbroken and alone, she tried to care for her cubs despite her grief. She was especially fond of Bigby, but as the runt of the litter, he was often teased by his older brothers. After Winter's death, Bigby's siblings went in search of their father, but Bigby stayed behind to protect his mother's corpse from scavengers. Unfortunately, he was too small to defend her. From then on, he vowed to eat something bigger each day until he was large enough to confront his father, and finally make him pay for the pain he caused his family. Yeah, Bigby's had a rough life. We still find a little more out in these remaining pieces. Let's go! Final Reflection, Bloody Mary! Okay. Ow! That was not a lot of time!
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Ow. Jeez. Like I said, she is terrifying. Ow. Ow. My head. No. Press A to not die. Got it. There we go. Ow. I don't think that was as effective as I'd hoped it would be. I think she pulled the Bloody Mary and vanished. So the only one I dropped on was me. Yep. This is why she's terrifying. I'm fighting a reflection. A broken reflection. Ow! I didn't even get a chance to counter that. Got my back. Oh, crud. No! This is a minor annoyance. Ah! Bigby is big! Dang! This is what I'm talking about. This is the real Bigby! Ow! No! Snap it! So freaking many! Ah! I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your ass out. Woo! Fighting the force of nature. Ah! Jeez. Okay, finally killed the monster. I think. Now I need to find clothes. Thank goodness I just took my clothes off. I'm gonna chalk this up to magic. Alright, Book of Fables. Like I said, more explanation to what happened. The Big Bad Wolf, Bigby's true form. Bigby's true form is that of a giant 8-foot-tall wolf. In addition to his iconic Huff and Puff power, he has also inherited other abilities from his father, the North Wind. For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. In other words, it's how that explained him surviving being thrown into the river with rocks in his belly to hold him down. Mary's loyalty, part of the job. Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased, as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend the Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. Well, she is dead now, I think. Got 3 more. We're almost done, everybody.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
That's
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me,
That's 5
I should
shots.
point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms.
I don't like this
because
guy.
I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White.
I already know that.
Town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in. But you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine.
Yeah. I knew this was... I had a hunch he was just going to give it up
Such
anyway.
a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
I'm cuffing
You're
him.
under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
I know. But we have to do something.
Jeez.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
It
It's
was
been
rough.
hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You
Yes.
did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Well, I did kill 2 people to get here.
It's about time.
And a 3rd
you
died on my
Throw
watch.
this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting
What do you have to say for yourself?
You killed Lily.
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
What about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to
did
just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook.
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
He already
Where is that rotten
died in a
scoundrel now?
scuffle.
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
There we go.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of...
Oh crud, hold on. I think
of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute.
we're gonna be
Want
civil
a chance to
people.
talk? Well, go ahead.
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
I'm curious to see what he
The
has
Crooked
to
Man has
say.
committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
ground.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you?
They fear him.
Do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious! I know what you do to people, I've seen it firsthand! What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her! Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted to—
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
You're at the very least, bare bones minimum, a loan shark.
When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Don't blame Snow. She had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he did.
Yeah, that's the real
It had
reason.
nothing to
I
do
knew
with
that.
Crooked Man.
I was completely aware that that's the reason why.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him.
Yeah!
Even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Because I didn't burn the tree! I think that's ultimately what it was.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What you did to your family.
No evidence.
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Okay, who did I kill?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
I didn't beat him!
Beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
That was Bluebeard! I didn't beat him!
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
Isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers?
I hate this guy.
Treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Nerissa?
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't...
Just shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think...
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily...
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
I'm winning the crowd!
Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
Ah!
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't get
bloodshed?
you.
So we get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you answer just...
What's the answer? Let's see. Okay. So this one doesn't matter.
Sting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
I am the only official
Makes sense to
representative
me.
here.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Ooh.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Crud, I can't do this with him yelling at me. Okay, I got three options. I can lock him up, I can throw him into the well, or I can rip his head off. What the heck? Jeez. Huh. None of those help me. Let's see. Wonder what anyone else has done. Let me look for another form real quick. Because this one's pretty lame. Crooked Man Punishment. Interesting. Oh! That's horrifying. So apparently in the comics, this isn't explained in the game. In the comics, it's revealed that the witching well rips your body apart and your soul lives in purgatory forever. That is a horrifying punishment. Okay. Interesting. Huh. A lot of people seem to throw him down the well. Not many people seem to spare his life and just imprison him. Somehow this devolved into everyone talking about killing Georgie. That's not a helpful for him. Sorry I'm struggling with this. I honestly don't know what the better option is. Everybody wants death for him. Okay, if I was to play this how I want to play it, I would imprison him. I'm trying to think of what the consequences would be. But it sounds like everyone else would be like mad with that, until you realize that the ones who will be mad with you with that are all killers. And I've already killed several people tonight. I don't think I feel like adding to the list.
No.
He has to die.
We can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Whoa! I took too long. I took too long. I might have to replay some of that scene again.
I know.
Oh.
We have to do something.
Are you fucking
all of that scene again?
Are we sure he's coming?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize. I couldn't make up my mind, and it was gonna force my hand.
God.
Motherfucker.
What's that sound he makes at the beginning? It's not even subtitled.
Are you okay? It's been hours.
Well, you didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later.
I will answer everything exactly the same as I did before.
Surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
You killed Lily!
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
What about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone? Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know
Sorry, I've been holding
normally
that
we'd
one in for a
schedule a
while.
formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged
Okay, we're gonna have to
with
race through
murder
this
of faith and
as quickly as possible.
It was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women.
Let's see if I can
not
remember all the
me.
answers.
It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for. And
I was
don't.
told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Snow appreciates that.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
rack.
fucking belongs.
So let's get on
But we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You really
fuck?
want
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We're going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, I should have answered the other one to be
You have the
exact,
floor.
but I realized what I did wrong. I should have answered
Thank
Y,
you, Miss
not
White.
X.
You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of
Okay, he's
person
just gonna
he
keep
was.
going on about
He
this,
was a
try and
typical
meander
scoundrel,
and
lacking in
direct
any sort of
everybody's
moral
attention
fibre.
to Georgie.
I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get
Yeah.
to a point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
And now it's
Georgie
that's what
seemed
Georgie
pretty
said.
convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
No.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't
Okay.
you?
I can't believe I have to do this entire scene again.
You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Yeah, this one.
Really?
This is what I answered last time.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. It matters anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
Yay,
Burn her
me.
tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't blame Snow. She had her reasons. Greenleaf
is what
was
I
using her
answered.
magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
Snow, remember
That's
that.
why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better
Yep.
life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Yeah.
You're right.
Thanks, Beast.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Yay! I mean, now he gets to win the crowd over to him again.
Very
And then I
good,
gotta go,
very
no!
good. The
Come back to
sentiment is
me!
Surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise
And
the
Narissa
fact that
shows
these
up.
accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
I just need to get Narissa down here.
Of course it's right.
Let's keep going,
This man
keep talking.
tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
That wasn't
He
me!
was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
I didn't touch him.
Maybe he's right.
I offered him his
Lord just let that
cigar.
go?
That was Bluebeard.
And his
not
beer.
me.
He was a murder suspect.
Come on.
Besides,
whatever
Crane
booze that
was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
To
me.
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was
Winning the
always
crowd!
him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
Yes, that's how evidence
That's
works.
it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No,
Hearsay.
that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
I wonder what they'll say about you when the tide turns. What
There
lies
is no
they'll...
appeals process.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
I'm just gonna sit here and
We
be
can
quiet.
imprison him, lock him up forever.
I've done my
Somewhere he
job
can
as
never
enforcer.
hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't get
bloodshed
it.
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
Someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down. What about Bigby? What about him? He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Okay. I'm gonna pause right here. Well, I have a lot of time, then I can decide and get my bearings after I unpause. I'm gonna be deciding on what I want to do. And what I want to do... Let's see. I don't know what I want to do. Huh. That's an interesting realization. I mean... Interesting. Let me see. I'm just looking at the consequences. I'm trying to see what the consequences of my actions will be. Oh.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
I'll lock him away.
Everyone, I'm not this way.
Never mind, I'm not.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Huh. It didn't show what happened. One day later... Now, the whole target thing was... If I'd done that... If I'd activated the trigger, I would have ripped his head off. I know for a fact that's what it was.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Flycatcher.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Jack. Tiny Tim. Gren. Johan.
Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
You got it. I'll get him his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Alright, don't even get to talk.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
New Book of Fables entry. Okay, sorry that this took longer than it had to. Extra sorry everyone had to watch that twice. I'm right there with you. I had to watch it twice too. It's live! Fabletown Justice. When a criminal is captured in Fabletown, the traditional procedure is to hold a formal hearing in front of the community or concerned parties. However, exceptions are often made to expedite the process. In reality, there aren't any hard and fast rules for these types of situations. Wow, that's pretty lazy on their part. They've been alive for centuries and they never made rules. And the extent to which policies are upheld can depend on who's being charged. A new order, Snow White in charge. With Crane out of the picture, Mayor Cole has officially appointed Snow White as the Director of Operations and Deputy Mayor in his absence. Many would say this promotion is a long time coming, since she was instrumental in the establishment of Fabletown, and personally ensured that many fables made it to the New World safely. She's also been doing the work of Deputy Mayor unofficially for years, because Crane has been slacking off majorly, and is now hiding in Paris. Ah, the last one. Weird time for the sound to not be put in. The Yellow Brick Roadhouse.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please?
Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Well, I'm not allowed there. I'm a
Hi,
wolf.
Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. I wish I could come visit you up at the farm.
Yeah, well, too bad everybody up there hates you. Maybe if you do bad enough here, they'll ban you from Fabletown, too. Then we can go on the run together. You can show me around the Carpathians or something.
Yeah, maybe.
You got another one of those?
I
got
got
smoke for the road. One last time?
I've got
Easy getting cigs up at the farm.
I've got plenty of them. Here you go.
Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby?
Yeah, we've been through a lot for years.
I guess I'll see you around.
I'll see you the next time you break out.
If you even can.
Yeah, see you around.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Ha! Yep, he's gonna break out again. Yeah! Last entry! Scroll all the way over. Okay, here we go. Sheriff Bigby. After fleeing the homelands, Bigby Wolf spent many years wandering through Europe. With the fabled colony quickly developing in the New World, Snow White and Feathertop tracked down the wolf and offered him passage to Fabletown. He agreed, and Snow cut him with a lycanthropy-stained knife to give him the power to change into human form at will. Wow. That's how he has his power. Yeah, that's how he can change shape. He doesn't have a glamour. He doesn't need a glamour. He's a shapeshifter. Bigby became sheriff of Fabletown under King Cole's administration. But because of his violent past, many Fables didn't trust him, and he was banned from ever setting foot on the farm. To this day, he struggles to redeem himself in the eyes of the community.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
Why are you still wearing the ribbon? Oh, he knows too, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together.
Uh-oh.
The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence? I had to.
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay?
What did you do?
I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
you were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
It's okay.
I don't know what happened.
I know no one likes my
That
cigarettes.
night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
Hold on, something's weird here. Something's different from the last time I watched this. Hold on, I'm looking at the end. I'm looking at the end scene. Because the last time I played this, I think there was a different ending. But I don't know what I did different that made the ending different. Okay, what I just read doesn't make any sense and it's confusing. Okay, I can't even talk about it. That's the problem. It's such a weird ending, I can't even talk about it at all.
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town.
Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that.
You've changed this place.
Thanks for the pick-me-up.
For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape the kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
It's what she said at the end there. She said, "You're not as bad as everyone thinks you are." But that's what Faith said on their last meeting. They have these theories. That's what I mean. It's not proven. No one's confirmed this. These are just theories. One is that Faith was Nerissa the whole time. But we don't really know. The game never addresses that. And that drove everyone crazy. There's also a theory that says Nerissa was Faith. I don't know how these are different. I basically am assuming that they swap places. But I don't know when, why, or how. Could be a glamour. Could be something else. In a world with magic, it's a little different. What'd you do to Georgie? Me and 31.4% of players left Georgie to die. Did you give the Crooked Man a trial? Almost everyone gave him a trial, brought him back alive. How did you punish the Crooked Man? Wow. Just under half imprisoned him. Interesting. I guess only a few people ripped his head off. But I do know some people ripped his head off. Did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? Yes, I did. And so did literally almost every single player. 98.5%. You 1.5% of assholes who didn't accept the gift of a child. Jerks. What were your last words to Nerissa? You and 29% of players said, I've made a lot of mistakes. Why is that an important choice? Weird. Oh well, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Special stats. You lied to Beast about seeing Beauty outside the apartment. Beauty, you promised her you wouldn't tell Beast that you saw her outside the apartment, and you impressed her with your detective skills. You're welcome. Bluebeard, you fought him after the interrogation. I verbally fought him after the interrogation. I don't think I actually physically fought him. Butcher, you offered him protection at the business office. Colin, you gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. That was a critical moment. And I sent Colin to the farm. I couldn't not send him to the farm. The Crooked Man, you took him back to the Witching Well. You imprisoned him. Faith, you gave her memory after the fight with the woodsman. They gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. Georgie, you left her to die. Gren, you drank with Gren at Lily's funeral. Jack, you made a deal with him. Lawrence went to his place first and prevented him from dying. Snow, you brought her along with you to the Trip Trap and promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive, and I did. Tiny Tim, you chose to wait for him. Toad, you stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm, and you gave him money, and he still hates me. Boom. So, that was The Wolf Among Us. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to the next season. The next game is coming out. It's supposed to come out this year, right? So, any news? Why on earth is Bigby dressed in a pimp jacket? You can't see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it on my phone. But I assure you, this jacket looks like a pimp jacket. Well, I don't know if it's out or not. For some reason, I'm seeing a lot of screenshots. But the initial release date still just says, quote unquote, 2023. So there you go. It's coming out this year, sometime. Getting a closer look. Yep, that looks like a pimp jacket. Don't know why he's wearing that. That's a weird aesthetic choice. And he's fighting a metal man. Can't wait to see what that's all about. Wait, is that literally the Tin Man? Why is he fighting the Tin Man? Oh, according to this, The Wolf Among Us 2 picks up 6 months later. See? Fables comics. See that on second from the left? It looks like Snow White and the Big Bad Wolf. This game was so good, it actually got my sister, who doesn't read comics, to go and buy an entire comic series. She bought the entire Fables series and read the entire thing. She knows more about Fables than I do. And she doesn't like superheroes or comics. This one got her to pick up a comic book. That good of a series, and I love the idea. Nope, still says is coming in 2023. I can't wait, guys. It is almost here. Now, I had the hardest time when I first played this game playing it, because I got the hard copy, right? But the hard copy turns out... Well, no, that's right. I was doing downloads. I was playing it via downloads, but on the PS3, it was completely unplayable, because it would constantly crash on me. I could never get past episode 2. So I ended up having to go out and get a hard copy and playing it, and I was finally able to play the entire game. Beginning of the end. This house of straw. A silver bullet. My last cigarette. The north wind blows. Happily ever after. Grand Master Librarian! Aw, man, but I didn't get the full moon achievement, because I wasn't an asshole in this chapter, or this chapter. Seriously. What is it? This one was burn the tree. This one was interrupt the wedding, the funeral, and look at all the stuff on the table. And this one was rip off Gren's arm. Like, seriously, you have to be a complete asshole to complete this. And I am not. I just don't have it in me. But, thank you all for joining me for The Wolf Among Us. Now, I said I had another game planned, and I do. So I'm going to stop the stream, and then I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to keep the stream running a little bit, because I got to use the restroom. And then I'll return and start the next, and stop the stream and start the next stream. Now I'm gonna give you a little, I'm gonna tell you what the game I'm gonna be streaming next is. It's gonna be our next Thursday, Friday, reoccurring stream. So our next Thursday, Friday series is going to be... Hold on, I'm gonna make sure I say the name right. I've wanted to play this game for a long time. I mean, basically, it's Ace Attorney, the Phoenix Wright trilogy. So I'm going to be playing that. Those games are ridiculous. I watched the entire anime series, and that was fun. That was just funny. Because it's like, wait, what? There's no way law is done this way. And that's part of the joke. So, I'm looking forward to that. But I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take care of a little business. BRB. Ladies and gents, I have returned. And I've returned in order to leave. But don't worry, just stick with me and I will be right back with a new stream. Peace out, everyone. See you soon. No more than 5 minutes, so check back. Give me a 5-minute timer. Ready? Mark, get set.